This is going to be a very easy, relaxing project. You'll need to start out with a square sheet of paper. You can trim or round the corners, or you can just work with a square. I'm going to trim the corners on my paper just to give it a slightly different look. I'm going to use a pencil to draw a line that will separate the black and white from the color. It can be any shape, zigzag line, straight line. You can trace a shape, for example, use a round object or a triangle or a square. Just trace it anywhere on the paper you want. Now that I have my wave looking line, I'm going to use a black permanent marker to draw some centangles or some doodles. I'm going to start out by tracing this line. And then I'm just going to draw any doodle that comes to mind. Remember that doodles are controlled lines. They are not scribble scrabble. They need to be controlled lines. Now that you have finished adding black and white lines or adding doodles to part of your picture, you can paint the blank side of your paper. Use watercolors to add either a wash down effect, or you can use multiple colors. I'm going to use two colors. I'm going to use orange and magenta. Right here where I am about to blend the two colors together, I like to load up my paintbrush with paint before I touch the two colors. Then I just use my clean paintbrush to mix them both. So I'm going to wash my paintbrush and mix the two colors. Remember, if you want to have a more interesting effect, you can add just water with your paintbrush to create the blooms. And that's what I'm going to do. Just using my paintbrush with water to add wavy lines. You could use a crayon to create a barrier between the watercolor and the permanent marker side. So I'm going to use a little bit of white to just color on the outside of this permanent marker line. The crayon will resist the watercolor and it'll give it a glowy effect as well. For this one, I'm going to use red, yellow, and orange.